It's officially time to start the second round of the NHL playoffs, and the first matchup we're going to talk about is the Toronto Maple Leafs taking on the Florida Panthers. Now, this is going to be one of the best matchups of the playoffs. These teams have a history. They met in the 2023 playoffs, also in the second round. And in that series, Florida handled Toronto pretty easily. They won in 5 games. But this Leafs team seems different from the ones in past years. When looking at the numbers from the first round, Florida does have a slightly better goals for and goals against per game. Their expected goals for is about 2 percentage points higher as well. Toronto's power play was 35% in the first round, while Florida's was 25%. But on the penalty kill, Florida was nearly 90%, while Toronto was at 80%. Generally, penalties do not get called as much in the later rounds of the playoffs, so special teams is going to be huge because if teams can capitalize on the limited power play chances they get, or kill off the penalties, that's going to be significant. These teams are very similar, I think, at 5-on-5, and a big reason for that is because of Craig Berube and his coaching system for Toronto. The Leafs generally get a lead pretty early and then just sit back and play more defensive hockey, and that's why their expected goals for percentage and stuff like that is generally not that good. And their defensive core is just so much better than years past. Chris Tanev, Brandon Carlo, Oliver Ekman-Larsson, the names they've added have been huge factors for them. In the first round, of all 16 teams, Toronto and Florida were the top 2 in preventing high danger chances. These teams also have very solid goalies in net. Obviously, Sergei Bobrovsky, he's much more proven and he's won a cup. But Anthony Stolarz, he's had a very good year for Toronto. They actually have almost identical numbers. They both have a .901 save percentage and a 2.21 goals against average. Bobrovsky has a slightly better goal saved above expected, but obviously I do think Florida has the edge in net just because of the experience of Bobrovsky. We've talked a lot about Toronto so far, but now we have to talk about the defending Cup champs. A lot of people thought Tampa was going to take down Florida, but they really proved everyone wrong and honestly just dominated the Lightning through 5 games. They have such a great combination of high-end talent and overall just so much depth. They got Matthew Tkachuk, one of the best playoff performers of the 2020s. A duo on their first line of 2 players who got nominated for the Selke, Sam Reinhart and Alex Barkov. Sam Bennett's a physical force in the playoffs for them. And guys like Eetu Luostarinen and Anton Lundell have been really, really good third liners for them. And of course, they added Brad Marchand, who has a significant history with Toronto. And defensively, Aaron Ekblad is going to miss Game 1, but he should be back for the rest of the series. Seth Jones will see what he can do in this series. And of course, Gustav Forsling, he's definitely their best defenseman in my opinion, and one of the NHL's best shutdown defenders. I do think this series is going to be much closer than the 2023 series, and it's really going to come down to if Toronto's star players show up. I think it's going to be a low-scoring series compared to the other series we've seen in the playoffs so far. And I wouldn't be shocked if Toronto's star players do have a good series, but at the end of the day, I have to give Florida the respect. So my prediction is Florida, and I'm going to go in 6 games. But that's just my thoughts on this series. What are yours? Who do you think is going to win? How many games? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one.